Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 2037, which is a super hard level, and this is a dedication to Claudia, who's been stuck on it for a couple weeks. So I'm going to try to figure out some new tips that we can use in the new platform to help out. We have 40 moves to collect 44 jelly, basically to clear all of the jelly off the board. But of course we've got a lot of things against us. We've got not only licorice twirls, but licorice dispensers. Here's the thing to know about licorice if you don't already. Licorice is similar to chocolate. You know how if you touch a chocolate and you remove it, then no new chocolate forms the next turn? But if you fail to take out a chocolate, new chocolate will propagate. That's very similar to how the licorice runs, although sometimes there's a bit of a delay with the licorice. But if I take out a licorice, no new licorice will be dispensed. If I fail to take out a licorice and I make a move under the dispensers, then we could get a whole stream, a whole column of licorice to fill this area, and that gets difficult. So that's one of our barriers to success. Another is, of course, this actual barrier made of frosting in here as well. We've got cutouts, and the cutouts, this is in isolation because of this cutout and because of the chocolate spawner, which is going to try to fill the board with chocolate. And then our biggest difficulty to overcome is going to be these licorice locked ticking time bombs set at 25. We have to dispose of all of them within 25 moves or we die. Now actually the chocolate isn't so bad because I can take it out pretty easily. It's not as bad as the licorice, which just streams down at me. This can only produce one each turn. This can stream all the way down to the bottom. But also, if I open up these licorice locks, the chocolate can actually eat up the ticking time bomb, so it could be a bit of a benefit. So on the new platform, what can I do to increase my odds of getting this done right? Well, of course, I could bring in my golden spaceship boosters, put two color bombs right next to each other, and take out a layer of everything. That would be a prime example of something really handy to do. But I'm going to try to do this if I can without boosters or maybe just a couple of lolly hammers at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and take my first opportunity to exit this board. I can exit and re-enter over and over. I don't lose any lives. If I brought in any boosters, like my golden spaceship boosters or one of these, I would also not lose those if I decided to exit before I take my first turn. It's that first turn that commits me. I still don't have a good setup here. I'm going to wait for something better, so I'll pause the recording and I will come back when I find something here I like. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try this one. Before I make the obvious move, I'm actually going to set up another stripe over here, which could have been deadly. It could have triggered this and I could have lost it, but it looked like it was going to hold. And now I've got some opportunities to make some strikes on this frosting. Maybe kind of ease down here. Ooh. I'm going to make a wrapped candy. That drops in and really clears out a lot of this stuff. But I need to keep going with the specials here. How can I make more specials? This looks pretty good. And now we've set this off, and now the chocolate has nowhere to grow but right there. I could make a stripe and it would take out the chocolate, and if I could set it off it would be perfect. But I probably won't be able to set it off before it gets overcome by chocolate again. So I'm not even going to bother with it. I will do this, and I will do this, because I see those have value. I'm getting some good stuff done here. I can make another stripe, or I could make a wrapped. I'm going to go additional stripe here. I'm just kind of executing all of these layers at the same time. See how we're clearing out the licorice? Because we waited for a pretty good setup. Now, before I take the obvious moves, I want to see if this has changed sufficiently so that I can get an even better deal here. I can't quite make a color bomb with the red. I can do this. I take out that licorice, and so no new licorice can form. And I'm clearing this area out. This area gets a little bit tied up. I could make another stripe, but I've got a lot of stripes on the board. What I'm going to do is set these off to take this out, and it'll also set this off to take these out and start striking at that frosting, which is so tough to get to. And now I have to make sure all of these are removed, but sometimes the chocolate again can help us. So let's hope the chocolate starts growing over on this side. While that's happening, I will try to make some specials. I'll make this stripe here. Oh, we took it out as well. That's okay. That's an efficiency of moves. I love cascades. I don't have to do much and things happen. I don't think I can get an orange up there or a purple down here. So I'll just take the stripes that are afforded me and see what I can do with those. See how that's getting removed? I'm still a little bit nervous here though. There we go. Got it. So, got all of the ticking time bombs removed. Not done yet here. I've got so much work that still needs to be done. Especially this guy. He's so tough to reach. And then as I'm trying to get him, I'm not taking out any licorice, and so this fills in. Okay, see how I've got this green lined up? If I can get this green to drop 1 while everything else stays, then I can get a color bomb. Hard to do, especially with this licorice coming in. There, we got it. So now I have a color bomb. I can try to go striped or wrapped. I still have to be able to set it up. I'm going to go wrapped and try to set these together and take all of this out. I'm trying to get orange over here in case I can get this to work. I have to be a bit fussy here now. Here we go, got it. I've got 1 orange here. I don't have a lot of other things, but clearing out as much of this as possible. Oh, look! Yay! So this is going to take it down to 1 layer. And then I've got this. Yay! Okay, so this is looking really great. Now let's take stock of everything. I've got 1, 2, 3 jelly left, 5 moves. I can take this out right away, but it's probably going to fill in with licorice soon. I'm not done here yet at all. How can I move this over or get a color bomb through here? Oh, I don't see it. As soon as I take this move, licorice is going to come down. That makes things really tough. But here's the good news. Oh, hold on, I can do this. And I can be done with this level with just 1 lollyhammer. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. So that's how I beat this level. I use a lollyhammer. And I would have used, I don't know, maybe up to 3 or 4 lollyhammers and still have been quite happy to be able to beat this level pretty quickly. Now let me tell you what I did here to show you how tough this level is, but how it can be beaten if you've got a good strategy. This is the second playthrough I did for Claudia. The first time I was able to beat it with 3 lollyhammers, and it took me 7 tries to get there. This time, this was my second try. Again, always with a good setup. It was my second try, and I used 1 lollyhammer. So you can see that the more you play this level, the better you get. Or the more lucky you get. I mean, eventually the odds are with you and you get some luck. But this is really, I would say, more skill than luck on this level. You just have to understand all of the elements and how they work together. Claudia, I hope this new video helps you. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the one that had the 3 lollyhammers because this one turned out better. With a better result, and I think I played it a bit more wisely to show you what can be achieved. If you folks would like to see more videos, you can subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. If you found that this or any other level helped you, I'd appreciate it if you hit like. That would help me. And as always, thanks for watching.